the franchise Shane Douglas, and you watching Pounding the Meat.
So I was like, cool.
Don't they pay you like jury duty? Don't they pay you like the stipend is like $5 an hour?
$15 a day. It's $15 a day, but my company pays the rest.
Oh, they pay you? That's good.
Yeah. So
$15 a day.
But bro, they're getting ready for jury selection. The defendant gets COVID, and they can't select the jury. Son of a bitch.
Biggest bully in the world is here, ladies and gentlemen. Joey V in the building.
What up?
What's good? Oh man, holy shit! The comments just popped out of nowhere.
It's because Panetta released the double banger.
And our king is here, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Mike Jones in the building with us. What is up, King Jones?
Welcome.
Finally gonna try this flavor.
Seventh Son. CJ, what's up? Chicken Nugget. Grandma Daisy is here. That's pretty funny. We don't know what's going on. Vimy Vegas. Close. I'll take it. David, what's up, man?
What up?
Oh, thank you, Panetta. It was me and Joey's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Joey. I was born first, so it's my day.
Thumbs down.
Really?
Well,
it's my day.
I don't like orange. This is
okay.
Toxic Tube. What's up, man?
I mean, I like orange, but this flavor, yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, King J. Sean in the building. What's up? Check him out on YouTube on the tube.
You were born first. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what they say, don't you?
What?
If you don't get it right the first time, you got to try again.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's definitely true.
Could it be that
Joey, it right with me?
Could it be that Joey the bully was clearing a path for Vinny to let him go first?
That's what I'm saying.
I could. He beat me to
Mr.
that
Mark
race.
Maggard, how are you? Our condolences
feel better?
to you, Mark, and your family.
Yes, and feel better.
Hope you're doing better, brother. Hope you're doing better.
Get that shoulder going, man.
Joey, how old are you, by the way?
Whew, I'm a ripe age of 37.
37?
Dang,
See, I'm only 2 years older than you. I'm 39. We're right
I
there.
remember when I was 39.
Bro, chill
Bro,
out.
I'm like the elder. I'm like your dad of the group.
I keep forgetting. How old are you?
41.
40. You're 41, bro?
I'm 41, bro.
So, you started physical therapy. That's right. He had the surgery.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, on the shoulder, right?
Hey, before he knows it, he'll be benching Gianni's just
That's it. Grandma Daisy, how old are you? Grandma Daisy got to be up there.
69.
69. I'll take 69. It's the magic. I can't wait to be 69 years old, bro.
Damn. Thank you, David.
Let's see. We collecting old age security yet? I'm not there, bro. I wish.
Get in there. I filed for it, but they said no.
So I called Jones today. I'm like, Jones, what the fuck do we talk about? There's no Hall of Fame happening. How many weeks? We're less than a month away from WrestleMania. It's like the 1st of April, right? It's like April 1st or whatever.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. They haven't even announced a participant.
It's only first week of March.
I think so.
It's March 9th.
Remember,
We're going into week 2.
Was it last year or 2 years ago? I think like Sid Vicious was supposed to.
Week of March.
Sid Vicious was supposed to get inducted, and then he didn't.
Bro. Well, this was posted by Mr. Mick Foley. Now, Mick Foley has a podcast. It's called Foley is Pod. And now this is interesting. He states, I received a text message from someone I'd had no contact with in a while. Years and years. Asking if I would induct them into the WWE Hall of Fame. As this plays out, we will see. There's always a chance that request will be denied, but I know this person responded back to WWE that I was in. As of this moment, I'm counting on being there at the Hall of Fame to induct this person. So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, all right, so who's Mick Foley close with?
Ahmed Johnson. We got him in.
mean,
We
that's
got him
it.
in, bro.
That's it. That's it.
See y'all next week.
So I'm thinking Terry Funk, he's in. Right? Who else? Who else he close? The Rock? They ain't doing a Rock.
Now.
Damn, Jones said, fuck y'all. And if they were doing The Rock would have been announced months in advance because it's The Rock. And the only person inducting The Rock, I believe, is Vince McMahon. Because
Or
Vince
Stone
McMahon
Cold.
only does the big boys. Or
Or
Stone
Austin.
Cold. Or Stone Cold, yeah. But he did Austin, he did Undertaker, and of course, let me bring you back to where you belong, my king, right there. He did Undertaker, he did Austin. So, of course, I would say if it was The Rock, it would be Stone Cold or Vince. One of those two, right?
You're leaving out one of his greatest rivals.
Well, it's definitely not being Mick Foley.
I said great rivals, not
Triple H.
yes. Triple
So-
H could do it.
So I thought Al Snow. I thought one of them would be Al Snow, but I don't know. That's a reach.
That is.
Actually, it's not. It's now that I think about it. I took a survey earlier from WWE
Okay.
Fan Council, and Al Snow's name was listed with legends for the Hall of Fame.
Maybe Head got in.
So you think Al Snow reached out to Mick Foley to induct him?
Who like? I can't think anybody else would reach out to him that would need him.
Yeah.
I mentioned one name earlier.
What was that name?
Kevin Sullivan.
That's quite possible.
Because they were tag champs in WCW.
Kevin Sullivan.
Is he really a relevant Hall of Famer, though? I mean, I know
Yeah,
he is.
because of
he
what
is.
he did as a booker.
He's better than what's her name? Who's the Queen Chantel?
Hey, stop
Charmel.
that.
Charmel. I'll never forgive that, Jones.
There's worse than that, so you can't even do that.
Who's worse than Charmel?
Do you really want me to go there?
Let's go
Pete
there, bro.
Rose. Pete Rose.
You leave her. You leave her out of your
The
mouth.
whole celebrity wing is trash.
You think the celebrity wing is trash? I mean, that's why it's called a celebrity wing.
Of a
I mean,
fake
it's like
Hall of
the
Fame.
and you
The
guys.
fake Hall of Fame.
Is Bob Uecker in there?
I'm pretty sure.
I believe so.
And what's his name is in there, right? Who's
Kane
the
being in there is a farce.
who?
Kane.
Oh, come on, Jones. He had one of the biggest
I said-
angles in
I
wrestling
said what I
history.
said, yeah, where the new boss right now is having sex with a corpse.
I agree. Let me see. Grandma Miss Elizabeth should have been in, but absolutely correct.
Can't argue
They should
that.
have Luger induct her. It makes sense.
100%.
Wow.
Yo, we can
Thank
pull
you,
some
Panetta.
strings and have J. Will Luger on stage.
I'm still pretty congested, so if you still hear that, I'm sorry. But I don't know. You know what? Al Snow is probably.
I don't think well, it's hard to say. For WWE, even if they're doing it because of ECW, they own the rights to it.
Correct.
Yes.
Well, I looked at
WWE.
all of it. ECW.
WWE, no. He was over, but over what?
See, like another two names I thought of was Mikey Whipwreck, but I don't think he. I mean, he was the first Triple Crown champion in ECW, and another one was Too Cold Scorpio, maybe.
I can't see them putting him in though.
Kane, I agree. Kane is definitely deserved. Now, Richard Simpson brought up something. Now, Mick Foley could be full of shit. He could be just straight up bullshitting just to have something to get his podcast out there.
There is a lot of people that are full of shit, and I'm not going to mention names.
But yeah, I mean, it could be full of shit. Nico is a good one. Rick Martel should be in there too.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Ahmed
really
Johnson
doesn't do a lot
posted.
of appearances though.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't. So
He does some online signings, doesn't he?
He's
very,
very,
really.
he's very low key. Like he didn't even want to be interviewed for the Dark Side of the Ring and Dino Bravo.
Man, he'd be awesome to hear like the stories from. Is Rick Martel? You know, I was telling you the other day, man. I wish was still alive. Bam Bam Bigelow, bro.
Yeah, I agreed with you on that.
Bam Bam. I checked out some of his shoe interviews. Yo, that motherfucker, he just, you could tell everything he said was just pure and honest. Just one of those guys that had nothing to hide. Even if it was bad or good, he said it. And it's like, it is what it is.
You know what? A lot of people remember his run in WWE in early like 93, to 95.
Mm-hmm.
People forget he was in that WrestleMania tournament, WrestleMania 4.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
And
no
he was in
music
that WrestleMania game for Nintendo when it first came out.
with the
He
stupid
was
car- well,
also
not
in the main
stupid car
event for
rules, the car
WrestleMania
rules.
11, one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time.
I put that up there with 2
35?
and
No, 36.
And
36.
2, 11, and 36 are my 3 worst WrestleManias.
36, according to Jones, is one of the top WrestleManias of all time.
I didn't
3
say the top.
and 3 is one of the worst.
No, I said what I said. I stand on
3
that hill alone.
3
They're not
was
issues.
bad if you
Stand on
watch
the
it. 3 only had 2 good matches.
Yeah, 3 was like going back and watching 3 did not change my perception of that at all.
I never remember who Coco wrestled, but I did like the Coco match. Then obviously Steamboat and Savage, even though now that
was a
as an
classic.
adult I know how rehearsed that was. And then Andre Hogan,
Beautiful classic match. I mean, it was a great WrestleMania. You know what it was? It was a spectacle. That's what made WrestleMania 3 so big. It was such a massive audience.
And in the Pontiac Silverdome when you had 93,000. Like
insane.
I've been watching the true story of WrestleMania. And they're, and I'm
Yeah,
up to like WrestleMania 14.
I wish they had more of those.
Yeah, I'm up to WrestleMania 14 now, because they go through like every WrestleMania. When they were talking about like WrestleMania 3 being on like closed circuit and, they like had the big Titantrons
Yeah.
like all throughout on 4 sides of the ring. And like the one guy who works for WWE said he went all the way to the top and he said you could see the ring perfect. I'm like, come on, you got to be kidding me. You
Dude,
could not
you see the photos of them far away? You can't see shit.
No.
Even those big screens aren't that big. You know what I mean? We're talking, what is this, 87? 1987. So, and do you see the ticket? Yo, you know what'll make you sick? Pull up the ticket stubs and look at the prices people paid for WrestleMania 3. It's fucking wild. Compared to today.
I saw the line before like the event, how everybody was tailgating.
Oh, dude, it was a party. I would love, you know what I'd love to see at WrestleMania 3? I would just love to see the merch table.
Dude, people got this on eBay.
All the how much was a WrestleMania 3 ticket?
$13.64. Well, no, it says closed circuit TV.
Oh, so that was like a theater.
No, it said row 15, seat 9.
Row 15.
$13?
How much?
It said $13.64, and then
$13.
And then I found another one for $30. Section 102, row 25, seat 29.
Dude, you're right at the lower level. You're right there. $30. Thank you, Panetta. Give us a thumbs up on the tube. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Helps us out. Thank you. Give it a little like. Just a click. But yeah, it's $13 to go to WrestleMania, one of the greatest WrestleMania events of all time. You got to see Andre Hogan. You got to see Savage Steamboat. You got to see the little people against, who were the 2 guys? It was Big John Studd. And who was the other guy? No, it wasn't Big John. It was Hillbilly Jim.
Hillbilly Jim and King Kong Bundy.
And King Kong Bundy with like the 6 little people.
What made that worse, because me and Jones watched that WrestleMania. Not on the phone. We don't do that weird stuff. But like, we watched it.
Bro, don't lie. I seen you guys Skype.
We watched
FaceTime.
it like the same day, because I said I was going to watch it with Jones.
Yeah.
Just
because you didn't believe Jones when he said it's one of the worst ones. You're like, there's no fucking way.
I'll tell you this. I agree with Jones now. It's one of the worst. But
wow.
What was crazy about it is you're watching it and they're calling them midgets like Gorilla Monsoon and
bro.
Jesse Ventura.
They didn't give a shit back then. Brendan said that was Eugene's favorite Mania moment. Wow.
Dude, but it was such a different time.
It was, bro. I mean, even what's his name was dirty, man. Fucking Bobby Heenan, that motherfucker didn't give a shit. But he was funny. He was funny. Thank you, Rusty. Appreciate that, man. And that's to Joey, too. It's one of us. But that was crazy. What they would get away with on TV. The announcers.
Well,
Even
I was going back.
Jerry Lawler. What'd he say? He called Goldust. What'd he call him? On live TV. I think he said the F word, honestly.
What about
on
like
live world television?
Him and Jake Roberts, like when you watch the Jake doc, when they had their match at SummerSlam, he actually had like real like vodka or liquor, in that bottle and poured it.
That's fucked up.
I was going through watching the old Warrior Jake Roberts little dungeon things and shit like that they did. Mm-hmm. And like that was literally Warrior punting a snake.
Oh my God.
And my kid looks at me and is like, they didn't have PETA back then?
Bro.
It was a different time.
Yeah, didn't the snake die that bit Macho's arm? Didn't that snake die? Like
he went through a lot of snakes, didn't he?
I think the snake died shortly after.
Yeah.
I don't. Because if you watch,
that was the Viper, wasn't it?
When Warrior's going through that, the snake pit, and everything, to train them for Taker. When that snake comes out of when Warrior opens the casket and the snake pops up, that's a fake snake. A lot of people
and
there
was plexiglass when they had to film it, like for another shot. There was like plexiglass, but as he's getting up to the snake, all the snakes on the ground, they're running around like there's snakes eating snakes.
That.
And like he just like punts a snake out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. I was like,
bro, I am not cool with that. Watch any Tatanka match with Heenan on commentary.
Oh yeah.
Tatanka. Speaking of WrestleMania 11, I mean, we're going to talk a lot of Mania the next few weeks because I mean Mania is coming up, and the current Mania is nothing to be excited over. It is. I'm officially naming it now. Some of you know what I'm calling this year's WrestleMania, but I will officially announce it tonight. This is WrestleMania. Once again, this is not WrestleMania. This is WrestleMania. Mid. This Mania is mid as fuck. Let's go through the card, shall we? Let's see why it's mid. Okay, let's start with the main event. There you go. Now, of course, I think everyone's looking forward to this one. It's really the only match to really look forward to. Okay?
Wrong.
Roman Reigns.
Wrong.
Against Cody Rhodes for the hold on, there's a mouthful here. The undisputed WWE Universal Championship. My God. All right, so then you got Austin Theory versus John Cena for the United States Championship. John Cena fucked that motherfucker up. He went too hard.
You gotta be ready when you're going against Cena.
But bro, like
you cannot come at him with your hands down.
But Jones,
like, at least have your words written on your wrist.
Remember Roman and Cena? Like
if the goal was to elevate Austin Theory, he made a fool out of him.
But that's Cena's MO. Like, if you're going to do a promo with him, you got to come correct. Like, remember Roman and Cena, that promo like a couple years ago when Roman forgot his words and Cena's like, it's called a promo. You're going to have to learn it if you want to be the top dog. And then Roman got better. And then like 2 years ago, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, when Roman and Cena were having their...
That's going to be a good match. People are putting way too low of a stock into that match.
All right, let's see. Oh, whoops. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, man, something messed up. All right, I'm back. All right, then we got, okay, now this one's decent, but we've seen it before at Jones's favorite WrestleMania.
Technically, you have not seen this before.
Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship.
Bro, her cakes, though. Oh,
my
Technically,
God.
You haven't seen this.
The
what
do you
roles
mean
are
by
completely
that, Jones?
reversed.
What you mean, King? Talk to me.
Charlotte was the heel last time.
I don't know. Do you think she's not the heel still?
And Rhea was the champion. No, Charlotte's a face.
Charlotte's a face.
It's about mommy now, bro.
I don't know. Yeah. I think a lot of the crowd is behind Rhea, honestly.
She's a heel, though. I'm not saying they weren't cheering for her. I said she's a heel.
I mean, on paper, she's a heel, yeah, but
Charlotte's
I mean,
getting more
you got it
cheers
on a
than she's ever
technicality.
gotten.
On paper, she's a heel, but in the bed, she's a face.
Wow. Ooh, I like that. Why is that belt? That belt looks weird on Charlotte's shoulder.
It's probably superimposed there.
Superimposed. It's like, look how much space.
They photoshopped it.
Just threw it on there.
Because the angle's completely
Now, you're going to be upset with me, Jones. I'm sorry.
Depends on what you say. Well, I'll be upset.
I feel like they wrestle every pay-per-view for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm not looking forward to this one.
They don't.
I'm not looking forward to this one.
What are your thoughts on it?
Oscar's just boring. I think Oscar's just boring.
This is
I don't know.
This is
New Japan.
This is like
this is more so kind of.
It's like her demon gimmick, right? It's like the demon.
It's like the Psycho Clown.
I agree with Jones. I like Asuka as a heel. It makes her.
I mean, how are you going to turn Bianca Belair heel even if you wanted to? She's so pretty.
You definitely can.
She's so pretty.
How though?
She was a heel in NXT.
Look how
when
cute
she first
is.
got there.
Look how cute she is, though.
She can be cute and cocky.
She got a cute little face.
It can happen.
She's the EST. That's pretty cocky to me.
That's how it started.
Oh my God Almighty!
Oh, here's something that is not official, but it will be official.
What?
So Becky Lynch and Lita will be wrestling both nights.
What?
Yeah, they'll be defending the tag titles against Ronda and Shayna.
Cubano, listen. I even said this earlier. I'm looking forward to this match. You know why? Because of the promo by Cena. He dogged him. Like it was a legit knockout. TKO. So I'm kind of looking forward to this one. Because listen, I know it's scripted, whatever, but Theory was pissed. He had to have been, bro. There's no way
it was coming, though.
There's no way you walk out of there saying, "Damn, that helped me out."
You know what he was thinking as that promo was going through his mind? Alex Riley. Like
he's so fucked because Cena literally buried him. And it's very difficult to come back from that. All right, so we got Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus. I'm sure all the girls in the back are loving this.
This might be night one because night two will be Becky and Lita versus Shayna and Ronda.
You got all this talent back there. Why are you putting Lita in twice? Why?
I hope she's practiced more because the last time she wrestled, it didn't impress me at all.
How old is she, bro? How old is Lita? She up there.
It's got to be 45.
Cubano, I agree with you, bro. I'm excited for it.
Lita is 47 years old.
She's
Here's the
47.
thing you gotta realize. Stop living in the Attitude Era. Lita. No. Let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
Lita actually was never really that good of a wrestler.
Okay.
You just gotta wait. She just gotta wait with it.
But now I get to see. Now I get to see my mom try to do a sunset flip off the top rope. That's not what I want to see.
She's too old.
Coordination's been the same the whole time. 9 times out of 10, Lita's injured
It seems
herself.
worse though. It just seems worse, maybe because she's older.
I'll tell you this too. You know what's pissed me off even more about it? It's not the fact that it's the fact that they have so much young talent back there, and this is WrestleMania, and you're bringing in Lita and Trish a few weeks before Mania and throwing them into the fold. You know, you got Raquel. You know, what the fuck?
Okay. Here's my counterpoint to that.
Go ahead, King.
When have they proven them wrong that they're ready for the big stage?
Well, if they don't get a chance, when can they prove them right?
They get plenty of chances.
I think Raquel's proven herself.
I'm not saying Raquel in particular.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying in general. You saying there's a lot of younger talent back there.
Yeah.
Remember a couple weeks back, we were talking about Triple H not being happy with most of the people he brought back.
That's true.
So,
Well, that's why Karrion Kross ain't in here. Karrion Loss is not on the WrestleMania card so far.
Yet.
There's
Are you feeling that new Vice City look you got going down?
there is rumored to be
Tommy Vercetti, bro.
there is a rumor to be a 5 or 6 person ladder match at WrestleMania for the IC belt.
That would be cool. You got to throw a ladder match in there.
It
Jones
doesn't
is
feel right without one.
Jones is looking forward to this one. Jones is his favorite wrestler ever, The Miz. is hosting.
I've been a misfit since he was on the Real World. So you're not.
Well, he's
that's
right
not
where he
insult.
belongs, a host.
The Miz versus a house flipper.
My God.
He's not a bad wrestler. He's actually better than a lot of people give him credit for.
I mean, he's the mid.
Yeah. I feel like Miz is going to have a match at WrestleMania.
Whoa. Stop.
I call him the mid.
Dude, that's mini Matt Cardona.
Michael Caputo says, Lita is a legend. I'd rather watch her than this current WWE roster that has been horrible for years. Interesting.
So Triple H, like, to piggyback what Jones said about like Triple H and talent he brought back. Triple H brings you back. Okay, here you go. Here's the stage. Do something with it. If they don't do nothing with it, Triple H is just going to be
That's on them. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Does that count Braun Strowman?
Brendan says hit row. Greenlorn said both nights weird with somebody trying to get on the WrestleMania card and get a payday. Like, I understand maybe one night, but two? That's wild.
Well, the belt should be defended. They aren't defended very often anyway. So,
this one's a slobber knocker here. We got Brock Lesnar and Omos. Definitely booked by Triple H.
Brock
110%.
Brock Lesnar's swan song?
yep.
Could be. There are reports that he is quote finishing up, end quote.
But can you imagine being Brock Lesnar and your song at WrestleMania is almost?
Well, what's crazy is he approved this.
Yes.
That's what's wild.
That's what me and Jones told you guys 2 weeks ago.
He approved this.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy to me.
He turned down Bray Wyatt. Brock gets to approve anybody.
Well, no,
who
here's the
wants to
thing.
wrestle.
Joey, I'll
Nobody
agree with
wants
you
a
on
black
this one.
match.
I'll agree with you on this one. If they gave me Omos or Bray Wyatt all day, I'm going Omos.
10
So
out of 10.
that could have been context.
But Lesnar, they can go to Lesnar, be like, Lesnar, do this match, and Lesnar be like, I don't want to do this.
Well, I bet you it was probably Bray first, right? It was probably Bray. And then he's like, fuck that, because I see what Bray does with everything. And he trashes everything that happens involving him. And they're like, all right. And Vince goes, how about Omos?
He could have said Bobby Lashley again at WrestleMania.
Let's jump out of reality.
Could have said Gunther.
Let's jump out of reality and let's go full circle. Undertaker just comes in, running interference, and tombstones Lesnar in retirement. WrestleMania avenges his streak.
You give Taker that opportunity, he would be so excited. He'd be, that man misses it. He misses
I wouldn't
it,
want to
bro.
see that. Damn,
I mean,
he went
either,
right
of
to
course
the
not, but
shrinks that quickly.
he misses it, bro. Okay, and we got these are just the official matches. Seth Rollins and Logan Paul. For some reason, I'm looking forward to this one.
I want to hate him, and I don't.
I'm liking it.
So I don't like Rollins' look right there. If you took away the beard, he'd look like an ugly chick.
Cubano says check Omos's views on WWE's YouTube channel. He's in the millions. I mean, that could be,
Those are bought. We have people that do that too.
No, it's legit, but only because of his real charisma that we don't get to see on TV.
And we were discussing that the other day. I wish they would let Omos just be Omos.
Here's my issue with this match. Do you give Logan is not undefeated? Logan has pretty much lost every match in WWE. But Seth has lost last year's WrestleMania. Do you have Seth lose WrestleManias back to back?
Yeah, I could see Seth winning this one.
Logan's had a lot of high spots in his
Logan,
matches.
Logan Paul.
I want to hate him, but I just don't like.
Nah, he's fun to watch. That's the thing with him. He's definitely an athlete. One hell of an athlete.
He's athletic. I just don't want him to be interviewed during rounds in a boxing fight.
Yeah.
He should. Rollins should win this one.
I agree.
But it's potentially going to be the match of the weekend.
Think so? I mean, it does have
We
that.
have two pure athletes going at
True.
it.
True.
Seth knows how to make anybody look good.
True. And that's it for the official card. Now we're also thinking that Dominic, they're going to end up putting Dominic against
That's
what's
not
his
it
name?
for their official card.
Huh?
it for the official card.
What else is official? This is as of 20 minutes ago.
Unfortunately, Bobby Lashley and Bray Wyatt.
That's not official, is it?
It's official.
It's official.
It's official.
Really? I didn't see it. All right. And I went to WWE's WrestleMania website for the
You
card.
gonna trust it? You gonna trust them or trust me?
Well, I know what's gonna happen, but they didn't have the graphic.
They
If
needed
they
a
don't
black
make the
match.
graphic, it ain't happening.
They don't know which Bray Wyatt is gonna be there yet.
Oh my god!
Is it gonna be
Uncle
Uncle Howdy?
What do you think, Bobby? What do you think Bobby's reaction to that was? Hey, Bob.
Bobby's older in his career.
You think he
he's
gives a
probably-
shit?
He still cares, but he's like,
Fuck it.
I think this can work out in Bobby Lashley's favor because if he loses, he can go into like a spiral, get a little upset, and bring back the Hurt Business.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. Hurt Business too.
just literally had this same conversation
Hurt
not
Business
that long
too.
ago about what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you can have Dominic against his father. That might be a match on Mania.
Well, it could be Priest and Dominic versus Escobar and
There you
Rey
go.
Mysterio.
Cubano.
You mean you're gonna live?
But you also got
And Brendan's gonna say it here. Still waiting for Usos against KO and Sammy for tag titles.
you thought I'd choose you? It's family, bro.
And then, of course, we may have the one and only Stone Cold Steve Austin against LA Knight. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Am I right?
No, please no.
Am I right, guys? Why? That's all I got. Why? Why? Why do I hear myself?
No.
I don't understand this.
I like that.
You got what? There you go. Yeah, so that's rumored. That rumor dropped today. Yeah.
I when it leaves you speechless, like
I get Stone Cold Steve Austin. You get the people excited, but don't be burying LA Knight, bro.
You think about this. He survived Bray Wyatt. Is he really being buried at this point? He actually came out better from the feud with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, but they're gonna have him get his ass whooped, bro. I'm definitely on drugs for sure, just not the good ones.
Wait, what?
And then we have LA Knight needs a win, not 2 losses. See, thank you, Hollywood guy. Thank you. What happened, Jones?
I read something that it just took
Sorry,
me
motherfuckers
out.
are wild. We have, let's see, Green Lord to Michael Caputo. My first house show had Andre. My second had Mr. Perfect get beat by Hogan before he lost on TV.
Damn, how old are you?
Some of the best house shows.
right?
ever.
That's a good question.
Cubano says you can never bury someone that's great on the mic. He'll talk his way right out of it. That is true. I like that.
He talked his way right out of MMM.
Wow. 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 For those of you who don't, I
of
love
all people-
Maximum Male Models.
LA Knight.
I absolutely love Maximum Male Models.
Maxine Dupree.
Jesus Christ.
Otis.
We got next week we have WWE 2K23 dropping.
Yes.
Excited for that. And the wrestling world was in an uproar this past week. This past few days, I should say, because of MJF and his shenanigans. During his match at Revolution, he was in the crowd and he went up to a mother, grabbed her cup of what was supposed to be water, allegedly alcohol, but I believe it's water. Took the cup and threw it at her son and upset the wrestling world by doing that.
I think I'm a bad parent.
Genius heel move? or too far? That was the question for everyone. Panetta says, fuck them kids. So you know where Panetta stands.
I think I'm a bad parent because I'm going to be like, yo, MJF, you can fire some nachos at my kid because I know you're going to take me to another show and you guys are going to treat me good. So
he upset the soy boys. I didn't think it was that. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Now, if it was my kid and he got like super upset or scared, I don't know how I would have reacted. I thought it was funny though. When I saw the clip, I was like, that's hilarious. Genius heel move by Bedoy. Well, the kid ended up getting backstage treatment. Got to meet Powerhouse Hobbs, the current TNT champion. Jones.
That's his favorite wrestler.
Put your penis away.
That was his favorite wrestler. That's why I got to meet him.
He also got to probably get some merch. You know, who knows? He definitely got the star-studded treatment backstage.
they're bringing him. I read that they're bringing him to the Sacramento show too.
Are they? Good for him.
Yep.
He probably got a free AEW belt.
Oh, belt. Tony Khan.
Here's my take on it. Let that have been my mom, I'd be owning AEW right now.
Will you be suing, bro?
My mom would have fucked everybody up over that.
For real?
Yeah, like she don't play about her kid.
Well,
Like most parents were like in that kind of situation. If you did not know and you just throw something at my child, your first instinct is to defend your child.
Yeah, it's true.
low key, my mom would have hit MJF with her chocolate, bro.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's just
I think I would have laughed at first if that happened to my son, you know, but my son, he's 14 years old. You know, I think I would have laughed along with it, but I don't know. That kid looked around 8 or 9 years old, maybe 10.
yeah.
See, like I don't think MJF went too far because it's a wrestling show. I mean, look at what we had to go through, like in the 80s and early 90s.
You're gonna get hit with blood in the front row.
But like that mom, I mean, if she's drinking like tequila or vodka at the show when she's driving her son home, then you know I'd be a little worried.
That's a fair point.
The $1 million man. The $1 million man would make kids kiss his feet. Bro, that is absolutely 100% true.
Do you remember the basketball one with the $1 million man?
The little kid.
I have to address a comment really quickly.
Go ahead, King.
I have to get on my soapbox for a second.
Put it on there, bro.
Until you're a parent, shut the fuck up. Because you don't know how a parent's going to feel not being a parent. So sit down, shut up.
This generation also doesn't understand when people do TikToks in the morning.
That shit was funny, though, bro. The basketball moment was the greatest. It really was. It really was. You're like, God damn, bro. To little kids. But it wasn't a big deal, man. People were going crazy over it. Fuck that. That's, you know, it's my son. It wasn't that big of a deal.
He just posted a picture of like his like hematoma on his head from that match.
Yeah, he had like this big bump on his forehead and the blood went down to his eye. Yeah. Now
He's a
like
better
Rocky.
bleeder than fucking what's his face, because I was watching him just cut himself and the dude was just.
Let me see here. Green Lord.
I'm gonna go back and address when you're done with that one.
Yeah, RVD was that kid dribbling the ball, right?
That was debunked.
Okay.
That was debunked.
The old lady trying to punch Hogan.
That was funny.
This one, okay.
Go ahead, King.
Am I going to say MJF is better than Stone Cold? Me personally, I don't like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm a fan of Stunning Steve Austin, the wrestler. It's two different entities. Stone Cold, yes, was the bigger star. So if I'm choosing, yes, I like MJF better than I like his Stone Cold character. But if I'm saying, do I think MJF is better than Steve Austin as a whole? No, he's not.
I'm going to disagree with Jones on this one. I think Now I love MJF. I think he's a great character. I think he's got a bright future, but Stone Cold Steve Austin was way more entertaining to watch.
Yeah, whether it was Stunning Steve Austin or Stone Cold, I mean,
It was just the
MJF
story.
second. It was just second fiddle.
Tell me your guys' favorite Stunning Steve Austin's feud.
I don't watch Stunning Steve Austin. I am a Stone Cold dude.
Remember those
I'll start with
golden locks?
the Ringmaster. The Ringmaster was when I was introduced to him. I didn't watch that WCW.
You didn't
crap.
watch Stunning Steve?
I remember him with the belt. I can't remember the matches too well.
Watch that shit.
And with the TV title.
I didn't. Growing up, I didn't
red
watch WCW. I didn't watch it. You know, I was like, I was a WWF kid through and through. Then when he came in, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Truth be told,
The
I was a
Ringmaster.
Steiners. I was a Steiners homer in WCW.
Stone Cold changed the game, point blank period, 110%. The Hollywood Blondes, great tag team. WCW dropped the ball, says Brendan. Eric Chacon says Stunning Steve versus Dustin Rhodes were great matches.
And also Stunning Steve versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Two of his biggest feuds.
Even if you don't watch AEW, go and watch MJF versus Danielson in an Iron Man match from Revolution. Now, they're calling this the greatest Iron Man match of all time. Do you?
Did Marabito have anything to say about that?
I don't know, man. That WrestleMania 12 one was pretty good.
I'd say maybe this is top 3. Top 5, maybe.
What's your 3 then? What's your 1, Joey?
1 is, of course, Bret Hart versus HBK.
I think, you know what? Was that also nostalgia for you, Joey? Was it nostalgia?
You know what? If you
I think
go
that's what
back,
edges it, bro.
But you know, if you go back and watch that match, those two cutting that pace, they never stopped.
Yeah.
Like, it just like boom, 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 boom. And then
It was
no
art.
falls.
That
No
match was
falls
art.
at all.
They said it was boring. A lot of people say that match was boring, which I don't see it. But then again, I loved Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. You know, there are people that probably hated it. Who knows?
But also, I look at Lesnar and Angle. I like that Iron Man match on SmackDown.
Never seen that one.
That
We
might
got-
be the funniest one I've ever seen.
Speak, King. Speak your
No,
truth.
I was saying Angle and
Oh, okay.
Lesnar was probably the funniest one because he got himself disqualified just to get a fall. So I thought that was hilarious.
See, like, I had the Rock and Triple H VHS tape. Like, I remember I bought it from a movie store when they fought. I think it was fully loaded. I could be wrong. When they had the Iron Man match with Shawn Michaels as the guest referee. It was an okay match.
VHS, bro.
Dude, I didn't like the pay-per-view at all. So what I did was I cut the film inside and took it back to the video store and be like, yo, this
No,
was
you
broken.
did not,
Yes,
bro.
I did. I got my money back.
Was it Coliseum home video or was that WWF home video?
WWF home video.
Let's see what we got here. And Hip says agreed with you, Joey V.
Yes.
Thank you, Babel. Appreciate that,
Wow,
bro.
you only listened for 5 minutes and you ditch? Wow.
Chacon with the LOL. So, we have WrestleMania coming up. Starting next week, like I said, we are going to start a new segment on the show.
Yes.
All right, I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but it's definitely going to get you guys, the people that watch every week, engaged. And that might interfere with what we're trying to do. Hopefully it doesn't, but next week will be the test run. I'm hoping this works out.
Stay
I
tuned
think
to
it
watch
will.
another podcast.
But I want you to understand that I think you'll enjoy it. I really, really do. And Hassan Terrell, how are you? Welcome. Now, Jones, with WrestleMania season coming up, do you like to binge your WrestleManias? Do you start from one and work your way up? Do you go back and watch certain ones that you liked? Do you do a little binge session? Because I do. I do a little binge session.
I do nothing of the sorts. I'm going to tell you why. For you, it may not be, but for me, WrestleMania week is hell week for me. Because it's so much I'm watching and keeping up with. I'm burnt out by this.
Jones, you watch every fucking thing there is.
But WrestleMania week is a whole different level because everybody's they're in town trying to get eyes on their product.
True.
So
do they have that scheduled out yet? That the WrestleMania week where they have every day and what's on?
I haven't looked yet because I'm trying to brace myself. So I'm trying not to think about it too early because I'll be overwhelmed.
What do they got? They got New Japan going on. They got
New Japan,
Impact,
Japan, ROH, Impact, because actually ROH kicks it off because they're the 31st. So it's going to be kind of hectic.
There's be a lot going on.
So think about it. It's
and that Saturday, Sunday is Mania, right? So you got Raw.
Saturday, Sunday is Mania, and then you got. So technically, it's everything leading up to
Saturday, Sunday.
I believe Stand and Deliver is also. I think it's 2 things on Saturday. I think Stand and Deliver has already been announced for earlier on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
The Hall of Fame, if it happens, I really don't care about. Because
isn't that Friday night? That would be Friday night, right?
It's usually like Friday after SmackDown.
Maybe Thursday now.
Really?
Because it's pre-tape usually now.
That kind of sucks. I want that to be live.
Why?
Because remember the Bret Hart moment? If
you don't even know who's there. You don't even know who's getting inducted.
We don't know anything.
And
I know Mick Foley will be there.
Maybe. If that doesn't fall through.
That's what he says. With Al Snow.
I'll be burnt out probably by the time the show rolls around. Jones is going to look dead. I'm just telling you now. And Jones may show up with disheveled, disgruntled, with a cup of coffee in his hand saying, can we get this show over with?
Poor Jones. Shout out to Jones for watching every fucking organization that exists.
It's going to be worse than next year.
Impact's 10 viewers. You bet your ass Jones is one of them.
Next year is going to be 10 times worse.
Well, because you can be there live.
There is don't look for me on camera because you may see.
You're going to be there live next year with me.
You'll see pre-recorded stuff, but don't look for me.
Panetta says he's giving out free healthcare for you that weekend, Jones.
Appreciate it.
So thank Canada for that one. Thank you, Panetta. Appreciate that. And then after Mania, basically the Raw after Mania is the reset.
The draft.
It is they call it what, Black Monday? Is that true? They call it Black Monday, where don't they release some people?
Not usually the Raw
right after Mania.
It's usually a week after.
A week after.
Yeah, the Raw after Mania, you never know who's showing up.
I like how you say Black Monday.
Right?
Like, what about White Tuesday?
Wow.
Listen, wow, bro. I don't know. I'm half
Brown
black
Wednesday?
and half white.
I was just going to say that.
So every day is my day. Half black. I'm saying Black Monday. Monday Night Raw.
He's like, Black Monday Night Raw.
I'm thinking maybe Braun Breaker moving up. Jones,
yes.
Do you want that to happen Monday after Mania? Are you excited for it?
The way I'm looking at it right now in my head, it's either going to be Braun or Mello showing up Monday night. Actually, no. And then I have a dark horse.
Who would you prefer?
I want Mello to have a run with the NXT Championship before he comes up.
So you're preferring Breaker to show up on Monday?
Mello is more ready.
Okay.
But I think Braun is the one who's getting pulled up because he can't do anything else.
Yo, isn't it bad that we're saying Braun?
No, it's not, because he's been going through like NXT people. It's so bad that they had to give him Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
Which one, Braun or Braun?
It's Braun.
I know. Do you like Braun Strowman, Jones?
Who?
That's one thing I am happy about Mania is that Braun's not on the card so far.
Yet.
Thank God. Can't stand that motherfucker, bro.
Braun versus Goldberg.
Oh,
I'm expecting the title to get dropped Monday night after Mania.
Like separated?
No. Cena's going to drop the U.S. title.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant
on Monday.
I thought
So
you meant
he'll bring back the open challenge and then
undisputed.
voila, we have new challenger.
What the fuck is WWE trying to legalize betting on their matches? I was reading about that.
Yeah, I saw that and that was kind of.
I mean, it's like
because they're now going to try to
so
hide. They're going to be trying to hide stuff from the dirt sheets now.
I don't bet, so I didn't really care. But if you're a betting man, there's another way to possibly win some money.
It's gonna.
Braun versus Goldberg did happen at Jones's favorite WrestleMania, 36.
That's
Jones?
right. I forgot about that.
Favorite?
Trying to block that out.
Your favorite. And then you have King and Queen of the Ring. That was just announced.
I will not be watching that.
Well, Jones, listen. It is in Saudi Arabia.
That's not why I won't be watching it.
Why won't you be watching
Yoko
it?
be there.
I'll be on vacation. So I'm not
Oh,
caring
okay,
about
King.
it.
Where you going?
I'll be in the Dominican Republic during
Listen
that time.
to you,
So
bro. You're going to be getting in some trouble. King and Queen of the Ring. I'm surprised that they put and Queen going to Saudi Arabia. I was really surprised they let that slide, bro. You know? So whatever Queen is crowned, she's going to have to be in full-fledged getup, bro. Long sleeves, neck covered.
So we ain't seeing Rhea's cakes.
You ain't seeing shit. She'll have that long sleeve robe. They will not let you do anything, bro. But listen, it's King of the Ring. It's back. It's a pay-per-view event now, a premium live event. But they took it and they made it. Joey, this is what you wanted.
No.
You wanted. Listen, you wanted a King of the Ring as a pay-per-view. They did it. Now it's slightly altered. Yes, it's King and Queen of the Ring. I'm still calling it King of the Ring. I refuse to add and Queen because that's not what I grew up with. I grew up with watching King of the Ring. A girl can win King of the Ring. Okay. And Backlash was announced as well. Yeah, thank you, Miguel. It's not WrestleMania Backlash anymore. It's just Backlash.
Okay.
That's how it was back in like 99, 98.
It is just Backlash.
The King and Queen of the Ring thing.
Go ahead, King.
I need to know how many matches are actually in the tournament because I want it like they used to be. I want the entire tournament done in one night.
I don't think it's going to be able to.
I think they're going to do two semifinals for each, men and women.
Yeah. Because that's too much.
That's what they did, like starting in 2002 when Lesnar won. Like it was two semifinals.
You do Raw, like the Raws and SmackDowns leading up. They'll knock out some of the early matches, and then they'll have the small bracket in Saudi Arabia because they're not flying out all them motherfuckers to Saudi Arabia.
Well, it better be qualifiers. I don't want people just saying, "Oh, you're automatically in the King of the Ring," because
some of the entries might not even be allowed in.
Sammy ain't going to be in a King of the Ring. You already know that. Kevin Owens ain't going to be King of the Ring. If it's in Saudi, it eliminates some of the superstars right out the gate.
Saudi's going to want Strowman as King of the Ring or Mustafa
Can you imagine
Ali.
that, bro? Can you imagine that?
Mansois will be King of the Ring.
King Braun. Yo, what? Do you think that could save Braun?
Who?
Braun Strowman, making him a king?
There's nothing they'll say, Braun.
What are we gaining from that?
That's better than seeing what he is now.
So,
the monster among monsters.
I feel in Saudi Arabia, like they love Braun because he won the greatest battle royal.
And he's big. He's a specimen. They like big and,
They could do Goldberg. Remember, they had Goldberg beat the Fiend.
Goldberg is King of the Ring, bro. Yokozuna, they could do that. They'll probably want Yokozuna.
Warrior comes back, wins King of the Ring.
Warrior wins King of the Ring. But I think the fact that it went to Saudi, it kind of made it a little bit of a bummer. Just a little bit. I agree he needs to burn those red pants 110%. He needs to burn his career. He needs to leave. I'm done with Braun Strowman. King Kong Dom. Babel asked, do you guys think Jay White debuts on Raw? on the Monday after Mania.
Jones?
Next question.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
What the fuck? Green Lord, isn't Sami Zayn a Muslim? Seems perfect.
He's Syrian. That's why.
Hey, I was gonna say Syrian.
That's what I'm saying, King J. Sean. Burn it down, bro. Burn it down. Get him the fuck out of here. Unless they want to make him King of the Ring.
You want
All right,
Braun?
Jones,
You
before,
really want
before we
Braun
head
as
on
King of
out,
the Ring?
Jones, I
Those
want
red
to ask
pants
you,
are going to go in the Hall of Fame.
who's your
Like, she may not be champion.
Jones?
She may not be champion by then.
Yeah,
And
but
this
you
way
make
she's
them
the-
king and queen.
They're married. They're getting a reality TV show.
I don't know, but to me, that kind of racist, Jones. That's all I'm going to say about that.
It's racist not doing it. Why not?
Jones, you're everyone's King of the Ring. You know that?
Actually, has her. Let's
King
see.
Corbin says, "Yo."
There's been
I mean,
one. There's been one black King in the Ring that I can remember.
Yeah. What's his name? Fucking. What's his name?
Was it,
Xavier Woods.
Xavier
no.
Woods. Yeah. He didn't do shit.
I'm just saying, but it's been one.
It didn't do anything, bro.
Mabel. What about King Mabel?
King Mabel.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mabel.
That is true.
He was the first, right?
But you know what? That did elevate him.
No, it didn't.
I thought so.
He injured people.
Remember when he injured? We're going off a tangent, but remember when he injured?
Taker.
No. It was Diesel.
He injured.
Diesel, and he went, "Fuck Mabel." Remember? You could hear it.
But he injured
he
Taker,
injured-
and that's
why
why
the
Taker
stupid
had
mask came out.
Yeah.
That's why he had
Yeah,
the Phantom
Taker.
mask.
Oh my
King
God,
J.
King J. Sean. Thank you, King. Now that's our King of the Ring. This man has been paying our bills for the last month. Thank you so much, King J. Sean, for the $20. He says,
PTM
"Sponsoring
member of the
show.
week."
Keep up the good work, brothers.
There's
I
been three. I'm
appreciate that,
wrong.
bro. Thank you.
I take that back. There's been three.
Three Black Kings, right? Mabel, Booker T, and what's his name?
Stone Cold.
Xavier Woods.
Stone Cold. Wow.
Yeah, Booker T. Lashley has never been king. No, that would be a cool king. King Bobby?
He doesn't need it.
You're right. He does not. Cactus, nice seeing you, man. I see you in the YouTube comments. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man.
Montez, but
Edge?
Edge has been King of the Ring already.
Has he?
Yeah.
What
He
year
beat
was that?
Angle.
When was that?
2001.
Ah, okay.
It was one of them random ones.
He
Like,
beat Angle.
Yeah.
He beat Angle at the end.
Angle?
Give it to damn, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
What's the exact date of this king? Is it May?
May 27th.
Oh, so they got some time, bro.
Dare you say give it to Jay White, Jones?
Allow them to flesh out Mania, flesh out Backlash.
Too soon for him.
I don't know.
If he does
Babel,
show-
according to Babel, Jay White could be King of the Ring.
Okay.
Chad Gable, he would be a funny King of the Ring. He's a character. I think he would play. Yes, I think he would play it off really well. Cubano, I like that. I like that a lot.
They have been
And
low-key
there's
pushing him
reports that
lately.
they're really going to give him a push.
They've been low-key pushing him lately.
Yes,
He's getting a
and
lot
to
of
make him
high-
king, and he says, "Shoosh, the king is here." Bro, that'd be beautiful. That'd be a perfect gimmick for him.
That looks good too.
Yeah.
No, look at the one under that.
Okay. Shot Kong. I like that one. LA Knight. King LA Knight. That'd be cool.
I'm your king, dummy.
There's a lot of people that could be King of the Ring. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll find out more.